Good evening, and welcome. We're gonna play a different opening today just to mix things up. Sicilian. I used to play the Sicilian a lot in my youth when I didn't know better, but then I stopped playing it. I stopped playing it because I got so annoyed with all the amateurs knowing the opening inside out. I didn't like that. See, everyone knows how to play the Sicilian. That's why I don't really see the point in playing an opening that everybody knows. There's no way for me to get an edge. That's one of the reasons why I stopped playing it. Another reason is, especially in blitz time control, I think it's an opening that is difficult to play because you have to be comfortable with being under attack for long periods of time. Now is a critical moment in the game, right? Because this is the obvious move. This is also kind of a potential plan. I think we will play this. We don't want that knight to come in there at this point. So what's Black's plan here? Black should probably get his rooks here and then find a way to execute a minority pawn attack. A minority pawn attack with these two pawns against those three. I think that has to be part of the winning equation here for Black in terms of what to do strategically. Oh, very naughty tactic here. You've got to spot the tactics immediately. You've got to spot the ideas immediately, quickly. So then you can react and you know what to do. But do we know what to do here, though? That's a real question. I'm not sure. Somehow it feels like I'm gotten myself into a little bit of trouble in the position. I think we've got to do our thing. We've got to start making the play work for us somewhere. We can't just hang. We've got to move. Maybe capture with the pawn or the bishop. Let's take it with the pawn. We can either take with the king or the knight. Unfortunately, with the knight, there's no future square after. There's no easy future square. And I was also okay with a queen trade. So that's part of the acceptance. And now I do feel this pawn is safe. In its own way, it's safe, and that's the good news. Bad news is this pawn, this bishop are a little bit in a bind. Um, hmm. Let's try to get some movement happening. He's probably just going to play h4 and keep balance, but instead he chooses to drift my king offside. And that, I think, was an error. Huge error here because he's lost a pawn. When you're up, then just capture stuff. Don't leave the tension hanging unnecessarily. Here also, just now we can just start capturing things. We have a comfortable edge. How do we secure the win here? Secure the win. It's not going to be easy because this pawn is a bit loose. So what we're going to do is get the knight involved in its defense. But it's not a perfect defense because the rook can come here too. Rook, bishop, and pawn. Now he didn't do that. He didn't do that, and that might give us some time. So let's get our rook involved. Let's get the pawn here. Let's threaten to jump in here. I don't think it's necessarily a good move, but it's interesting. It's very strange that he would allow. Horrible play, horrible play. Just bad chess. Sorry. Never let them, do this kind of trick on you. Now what? Now it's over. Try to take. We can try to take something, but anything we take hinges upon them not figuring out what they can do. Now we've got to play super fast, and we're behind. It's over. Isn't it over? Tell me you guys still believe in me. Does anyone still believe in me? After all these years, after all these times of seeing him pull it through year after year, again after again. He's threatening a mate here. We're still in the game, somehow, but we played really badly at the end. I've been sloppy lately. I have been. I admit it. Okay, so he just went the whole gamut. And now it's queens on the board. And he's just trying to draw the game. Okay, it's a good draw. We'll take it. Yeah, I've been sloppy, guys. I've been sloppy lately. But at least we didn't lose the game, even though we threw it away. Yeah, I don't like it when both sides are playing book opening. It's like, what are you guys even doing? And this is the same phenomenon at every level, whether they're, 2000 rated or 1500 rated. They're all good in the Sicilian opening. That's why I don't like to play it. But here, he really made a big blunder, and I didn't punish him well enough. All of this was superb, just getting it simple and neat, and everything just working like clockwork until I do something like this. But at least we didn't throw it away. and it's remarkable. I was in a winning position here, actually. It's kind of remarkable, and I sort of blew my chance a little bit, actually, because here I guess I should have just gone with the rook check, and then rook check. I mean, winning the second pawn and then taking this pawn master to the finish line. It was a clear-cut win, but we made it a bit more complicated than we need to, and got something wrong with the timing there. It's a bit quick, and then it ended up being this drawn-in position. But yeah, cheers, enjoy.